overall thoughts about the game today?
A couple things. Number one, I thought our guys played extremely hard, and I thought our energy was great, and I thought we were extremely competitive. I really do, and that's, you guys don't, I think you've probably figured this out. That's extremely important to me because that's a choice, and our guys did a great job of that. We did not play the game correctly today. One of the things we teach is unless it's a hit and run, you got to take a step back on a line drive. You got to take a step back, see it through. We got doubled off twice on line drives, and then we have another one of our rules is if I'm on base and we're sack bunting or we're bunting, we got to see the ball bunted down, and we got back picked by a catcher. But let me make sure that I'm real clear on this because it may sound like, well, you're throwing James Haley under the bus or Jimmy Coates or any of those guys that happened to, but when that happens, it's usually because those guys, they wanted to move up. They wanted to get there. They're trying really, really hard to help us win. And the truth of the matter is that they just need to do their part. They need to trust the guy at the plate to get the bunt down and then move up. When you do that, so that's 3 free outs that we gave them. And then, we got to play better defense. I've never seen it not happen where you give, 2 errors in an inning and not give up a run. So, and even with that, we were ahead 3-2 and with 4 outs to go. So, we did some good things, but we got to clean it up and we got to play better.
Tim had the longest outing of his career. What did you think about his performance?
He was awesome. He gave us a great start. You're seeing a guy who really is trusting himself, and I think he also appreciates the fact that we trust him to give him the ball, and more importantly, he's not afraid to start bats. He's and that I know that sounds so silly and so dumb to not be afraid to throw strikes and start bats, but guys honestly are afraid that if I throw this pitch, this ball is going to get hammered, and then you pitch behind, and then you do get hammered, and so he's not afraid to start bats.
And what did you see in comparison with Anderson when he came in relief?
He was lights out, that first hitter. That's Jack Anderson, and then he gave up a hit, which happens, and then I think just really what I think happened is I think he started second guessing himself a little bit. That's one thing he hasn't done all year. It's been, this is who I am, and if you're good enough to beat me, then you're good enough to beat me. But I thought he kind of second guessed himself and didn't trust himself that inning where it kind of blew up a little bit. But again, if you tell me that we've got 4 outs to go and we're up by a run and Jack Anderson's on the mound, I'll take it every night.
You left 12 guys on base today. That's something you talked about last week, and what's going to change to?
Well, we can't give away free outs like we did, and we gotta have better. We gotta have more quality at bats, it's funny, like the left on base part. It's a big stat, but for me, what I look at more is are we leaving guys on base in scoring position, and are we getting the leadoff guy on, or we got Farks to second base and nobody out, and we didn't score. That run's got to score, and we moved him over, and then we got to get him in. That when you do that, that to me is more bothersome than just left on base. Because if you start the inning and you get 2 quick outs, and then you get a guy on and a guy on, you still like a hit there, but it's a little bit different.
In that 7th inning when you got the bases loaded with no outs and J.J. White ended up bringing home Farkas, did you think that was the only run in that inning? Did you think that was like the inning where you guys had to, kind of blow it open there and jump out to a big relief?
No, I don't think I ever look at any inning like we got to blow it open. I would love it, but again, we answered, we scored, we took the lead. And then it's a matter of now we got to do this part on this part of the game, and we've been good at it. We weren't very good at it tonight, But baseball's like that. Look, Greg Gears absolutely hammered the ball early in the game. It's not going anywhere in this part, But that's like if Gears is smart, he's not sitting there going like that was a bad at bat. He's sitting there going, I did everything I could. can't steer it after you hit it.
I know there's the 2 errors, but there were some real nice defensive plays by like Jim and Taylor in the first 2 innings. Tim made some great plays on the mound. The play JJ made it in the 9th. How do you think the team is progressing defensively?
We can be better. We can be better. You're right, though. I mean, we made some good plays, and we had some big double plays when we needed them. And we made some nice plays in the outfield. Coach made a heck of a play. But we can be better. I think sometimes, even on some of the plays that we make, we're putting ourselves in trouble defensively where it's like, yeah, we get the out, and at the end of the day, that's what you need, get the out. But we can be better. There's, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm sure, this past year, Coach O'Brien maybe saw a play where it ended up working and it was a pass that worked or whatever. But when you look at the mechanics of it, you sit there and go, and we got away with one. You don't say stop, let's do it over. But that's kind of what I see sometimes is the mechanics of it aren't good. Now we're getting the outs, but they're just not good enough.
Like you said earlier, you competed with Illinois, just basically one bad inning. What do you tell the team going into tomorrow?
I tell them that, look, this is the way I feel right now. We got punched. We got punched in the gut, and this one's a tough one to kind of get rid of tonight. But, I'll be really curious to see if they are, if they come out ready to go, and TJ Jan, I said, I told him, I said, hey man, like if I'm you, I'm ready to go. Like my thought process is, hey boys, give me one run. Like I got this. And, that's kind of where it's at. It's like, it should really not taste good right now,
Right.
So that's for me. And again, Illinois, they're a good team and they deserve to win. I mean, shoot, they're 7-3 in the Big Ten. But we got to play better to finish that off.